Too bad. We're going live anyway. Gotta commit to the bit. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and pull that up. That's good to go. My phone is telling me that everyone's getting live notifications right now. It goes live at the same exact time. Right. Alright, so yeah, like the title says, today we will be we're gonna do some speculation. A good amount of speculation, really, for future sets. Also, pardon my super red eye. My eye is super itchy, like right before this started. So yeah, we're going to be doing some speculation for when sets get combined, right? How will that affect future markets, right? And as well as what cards do we think might get affected because of the cards in the set. So we're going to do a little bit of speculation there because they actually did give us some reveals this morning, which is super cool. So kind of a little bit ahead of the game there on that, I think will be really cool for us. So yeah, we'll go ahead and switch this over here. I do have Yugo Souls joining me again today, just because apparently if I make a video by myself with speculations with no one to, fact check me, I get things wrong. So funny how that works. It also helps to cover my lack of knowledge. All right, so right here I've got the box for Digimon Card Game Special Booster Version 2.0, because remember we had 1.0 and 1.5 when the game first launched to help get us a little bit more caught up. And so now they revealed 2.0. So we're going to get 2.0 and then 2.5 later on. It's going to combine sets of BT18 and half of BT19. And they've already, including in this, they announce what is going to actually be in these sets, which I think is really cool. Now, what in each of these is the BT18 set and which is the BT19 set, I don't know. I have a feeling that it might be Frontier first because we have more info, and then the Cross War stuff is a little bit more vague. So I feel like BT19 for JP is going to be Cross Wars. So for Frontier, right off the bat, for those that don't know, that's the hybrids, right? So all of our hybrid stuff, red hybrid right now dominating for sure, no contest. But we're gonna get more support. It says option cards to support Digimon like Emperor Greymon and Magna Garurumon. Make it possible to make new hybrid decks. We have Dynasmon and Lord Nightmon also getting the power of Ace. In addition, the protagonist's final form, Susanomon, gets the power of Ace. You can gather all the power of all hybrid Digimon. And we've already had some reveals recently, or not even reveals, but which set was that just recently in JP that we've got new colors, right? BT17, I think it is. Yeah, so the Aguni here is red purple, right? So I'm expecting them to probably continue on with this theme, right? You think for the other colors that we haven't got, Zephyrmon and Kudo, was it Kudomon? Right. Okay. So then, because they've done this kind of before, right? Like with what, BT7, when we first got hybrids, they initially with BT4 we got red and blue, right? And then it took them 3 sets, but we eventually got more support, right, in the form of all the other protagonists from the anime. So looks like they're going to follow this one up a little bit quicker, at least. So I'm thankful for that. So now, so we'll kind of use the BT17 cards as a basis, right? So we've got the new Lobomon and Agunimon. How do we think these cards might affect the future of the deck? And so then we can kind of use this as an example to we'll use this as a base to put our theories ahead for the others, right? So, we got blue hybrid, yellow hybrid as well. Maybe we'll get some more support for purple. Purple really needs it. Black, oh man, they need to do an overhaul of black. Black's suffering so hard. Like, you can put the earbug in of, well, you might want to pick up the, what were they? Were they event packs? That's what it was that we got the alt arts for of all the old hybrid stuff. And then we got like the Nats. We got the champ stuff. Oh yeah, Beowulf. I think that was the good one. Was only a pre-release. I want to say we got all the level fours. That's what it was. All of our level fours, the two different versions, the the spirit and the beast forms, right? Those were in the event packs. So if you're a fan of one of those decks, green, blue, yellow, purple, you might want to grab your event packs because they could be useful. Again, this is just speculation. But I think that'll be a good jumping off point. Check out the BT17 stuff to see how these combo with the old cards, and that'll kind of give you a general idea of if you can, use the new stuff with the old stuff or not. Now, granted, Red has a crap ton of support. He is, of course, the main protagonist, so he's going to get all the goodies and be ahead of everybody else. Oh, man, that's old school. So yeah, so just something to keep in mind, just with the information that we've got, right? Moving ahead there, talking about Dynasmon and Lord Nightmon. Actually, just mentioned Lord Nightmon the other day for BT16 cards, right? Cards to get before BT16 because, like you were telling me, you were actually the one that told me about this like combo you can do here with the new Valkyriemon, right? With Lord Knight, because this is like because Lord Knight, the original one, gets to play at Warriors for free. And this is a Warrior, and it's a level 6. So, sounds like hopefully we might get some new Warrior support then with the Dynast and Lord Knight. I don't know if they'll be in the same, like, do you think you're going to run them together in the same deck, or do you think they'll be like their own deck like they were in the past? Mm, gotcha. So instead of Lucimon being like a side engine esque thing in other decks, you think we're finally going to get a Lucimon focused pure deck, or at least enough support to actually get us there. So yeah, that's another thing that we probably should keep in mind as well is be on the lookout for maybe picking up the Royal Knights set Dynasmon and Lord Nightmon, because yeah, they combo great with the Lucimon stuff, as well as all your Lucimon support that's out there. We've got, what else was there? There was another card recently. Oh, yeah, the EX6. That's my brain went there and then completely forgot it. So glad you're here. Yeah, EX6 has some really good Demon Lord support. Oh yeah. So yeah, I guess it just kind of depends on how they build it out. Hopefully, the Lord Knight and Dynasmon isn't just cards that get teched into this deck, because this deck's already going to be crazy good. The Demon Lord deck is crazy. So I kind of hope they don't give more support. Like, you can give more support to it, but I would really just love to see like a Lucimon deck and not just cards that help out in other ways. Is that the big like sphere ball version? Ugh. I think that would be cool. Get a larva egg and like completely overwrite the whole like Demon Lord deck, and it could be similar, but again more focused on Lucimon and all of his supporting allies. That'd be kind of neat. All right, so yeah, Frontier looking really cool for BT18. BT19, again, I'm just assuming Cross Wars, it will be the theme for BT19. And so they're pulling from the manga. I don't know anything about the manga. My anime knowledge is also pretty limited. So I'll definitely need your help on this one of where do you think it'll go? Because the only thing they told us was what Zed, Millenniumon, which played big parts in the manga, are now cards in the game. EX6. All right, I think I gotta pull that up. Let's go. Shoutmon or X6 or EX6. I'm just getting an X6 to pull up. Shooting Rocker is his attack. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at there. Where does it start? Where does it end? I see a hand, a foot, another hand up here. Now also with what Cross 7, he has like 8 feet in like it was like there's so many feet on this card. It's absurd. Um so yeah, who makes this guy up? Oh, Derulo Star. Gotcha. Melbird. So it's like a combination of blue flare and crossheart. That always kind of sucks because sometimes that stuff crosses over, sometimes it doesn't, which is kind of a bummer. So, but yeah, these might be some good stuff to pick up then, right? There's not a whole lot. We got box toppers for these guys here, some pre-release stuff, but not a whole lot, I would say, as far as what we can pick up. I'm gonna jump back. Oh, apparently I deleted my Crossheart deck. Oh well. Bummer. Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So yeah, they're so recently, right, we got the Cross 2. I just searched Cross 2. Of course, X2 didn't work. But we're getting more of these combinations, right? And so whenever I did my most recent deck profile, I was trying to just add in all the different, like, just the 2 combos, right? Of how many different things can we just throw Shopmon under and give it Rush. Oh, it was literally the first card. Go me. So right, treat it as Shoutmon or Ballistamon. So we get Shoutmon and Ballistamon. We don't have the Darula. Oh man, I can words. Shoutmon Darula form, the Sparrow and Shoutmon. Like there's just all these like 2 of combinations. So I would love to see more support like that, and then like kind of what we can do with that. Because for me, whenever I was running this deck, having cards that were treated as both allowed me to be more flexible with my builds. So I'm curious if we'll get any more support like that. Again, I don't know the Cross Wars manga. This is just a hopeful thinking for me. But also, I know people were talking about what Nene combines with a bunch of stuff, and it's like real awkward. So I know some people are gonna be excited for that. Some people are gonna probably be up in arms about that. Right. I could see that. So yeah, instead of being an actual card of the two cards combined, it'd be yeah, like you'd have her tamer card and then the Digimon that she fuses with be sort of like a hybrid, and like she could stack underneath with like an inheritable or something like that. I could see that. That'd be a neat way to do it without yeah overstepping boundaries or anything like that. And because you know the West gets very defensive, nuns with guns. Right. All right, and then the rest of the stuff here. So you get the usual box toppers, but they're putting two cards in each pack instead of one. That's kind of neat. Hopefully, it's yeah, like you know, babies and tamers. I always hate when they go back and forth. Like I really like the tamer ones, the baby ones. I'm like, I can usually get a pre-release of the babies anyway, unless it's like the full colored background. Those are kind of nice. But I would love a one in one of those. Just kind of give me a little bit more bang for my buck, make me feel a little better about dropping what $80 on a box, and then the oh yeah promos in the box like make them more accessible. Don't make them like the Saber Germon or the Rare Mon with her like stupid hard to pull ratios. Like give me like one pack and I get all three cards, right? That's what they do with the Tamer battle cards, right? You just open it up and you get a full playset of the stuff. Well, not a playset, but you get one of each that can be in the pack, and that's cool. So you essentially would only need, you know, I say four boxes, only four boxes. That's still a lot of boxes, but what it does is it makes the secondary market way more accessible. So, and yeah, and then a lucky pack featuring 22 varieties. I have no idea what that means. Just like I don't even know. Like it kind of sounds like a pre-release pack, but like in a different, but as a box topper, like in a different way. A new bonus. I don't, I don't know if we had anything like what it's saying. I know we had the where that red deck that red deck was like a reprint for, but it was supposed to be like a Gamamon deck, right? And they just gave us all the reprint cards as like box toppers. Okay, yeah, those alt arts. I know what you're talking about. So yeah, we'll kind of gotcha. Also, new signed cards. So from the creator. I don't know how I feel about this. I just like alt arts. Like I don't really get into the whole signature stuff. I know what Vanguard, that one's really big. Or no, Weiss Schwartz. Weiss Schwartz is like super big into signed cards. So oh yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So it like has its own ability. Ugh, that's awful. So yeah, hopefully they don't do anything like that. I don't think Bandai would quite go to that level, but I'm sure it'll just be like the chase cards, like the new way that they're going to start doing chase cards. I'm guessing. Now I'm curious if they're going to get rid of the chase cards because there's some really cool ones out there that I like the alt art factor of it more than just like it's the chase version, but it's just the regular alt, but with a signature. Like, no, give me another alternate art, right? Give me my 3-star alt art cards. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it says available in what November 1st. I thought it wasn't going to be till next year, but this says November. So curious of are we really going to be caught up that soon? It seems really like immediate. Oh, EX6 is gonna be what? Oh man, I can't remember. I had it pulled up before, but let's go. Digimon TCG EX6.
Where do we go to Urban Air right now?
Sorry, baby. I'm on a stream at the moment. Here, you can go take that to mommy. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so yeah, EX6 is late June there. So then we have our main release in May. So then early August we should have BT17. So yeah, if this set truly is BT 1819 November, November tracks, October November, yeah, or September October November, yeah. So it's that should be right on. So 18 and 19. Now, if you guys were around for the 1.0 and 1.5 days, what that meant for us, and they actually have it on .dev, right? That old original set. If you scroll like way down, unless they took it off. But we had the 1.0 and 1.5 booster packs, and yeah, here they are, 1.0 and then the 1.5, and they had the sets combined. And the problem was these sets are massive, and it's so hard to pull anything, or like specific things, I should say, right? So you'll have like 2 super rares per color a lot of times instead of like the typical 1 super rare per color. And it's just so much more. Now, it won't be for everyone, but it happens a lot.
So we can't go to Urban.
Right. Especially with like secret rares, right? Because the secret rares were there's more secret rares. So you didn't get like a 50-50 shot on which secret rare you pull. Now, it would be cool if they did something like they do with the EX sets and they increase the number that you pull. That's not what they did in the original 1.0 and 1.5 though. So hopefully they've learned since then, and we'll get something like that, because I would love them to do just an extra alt art or something like that, just to help limit the issue of pulling extra stuff, because that's gonna be, oh, it's so awful. Yeah, Red Dawn in chat said the same thing. Going to be evil to pull for the stuff you want. Yeah, definitely. Right. Yeah. Because even here, it states down here at the bottom, like it's gonna stay as the normal size, right? So um, there's gonna be 4 secret rares in the box, which is, I guess they're upping the secret rares in individual sets to 3. I guess. So then there's gonna be, I don't know. That seems like a lot. 4 secret rares in this set, and then what's the next set? Is it gonna be the same 4 secret rares again? 18 super rares. So yeah, that, I mean, that's kind of standard. Of 28 rares. So literally, you could get a different rare in every single pack, and still not get one of each. Forget about a playset. Like, you're not even gonna get a playset in 2 boxes like you do now. Like, you almost always get a playset of rares. Not even. Yeah. That's nuts. And then whatever these SP cards are. So, okay. All right. And then, yeah, so booster packs is going to be the same ratio. Display boxes, same. And then the case is 12 boxes.
Go to urban air. Go to urban air. Go to urban air.
Yeah.
Go to urban air.
When we catch up, yeah. Because, like, they're still going to get their individual BT18, and they're going to get their BT19, right? They're going to still get that. And then their BT20, they'll get 3 different sets, whereas we get 2. So, but the question, I guess, will be for BT21, right? What's it going to go to? I feel like it's going to stay the same, though. Like, as it is now. So, like, our BT16 is going to be our normal size boxes. Their BT16 is their small ones. So, it should be the same, I feel like. It would make sense. I would think so, at least. So, what was I looking at? Also, like, I'm on this old 1.5 and the 1.0 packs, and .dev's like structuring for this is just absolutely wonky. It's not the traditional, like, okay, here's all the babies, here's all of the red cards, secrets at the end. It's crazy. It's just so wild. They have, and I love the .dev. It's my favorite builder for sure.
Daddy. Maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow can we go there? Tomorrow? Can we go there
Hmm.
tomorrow?
Interesting. So we're gonna jump ahead a little bit here now. So we're combining sets and things like that. So it's gonna be super interesting. Some other stuff though that we've already got reveals for EX7. So I apparently in between 19 and 20, we're gonna have a side set. Man, I was kind of thinking they were gonna put this off, right? A side set in the middle of trying to catch us up. So, like, where this will release for us, I have no idea. Will we get this side set between 2.0 and 2.5? Maybe. I feel like it just makes it. It's after 17. Okay. So it'll be right before then the combined sets. Okay. All right. So yeah, the EX stuff is going to be continuing on with the Liberators stuff here. So jumping back over here, we're getting all the Liberators in decks. So that's going to be kind of easy. We don't have to really worry about trying to scrounge too much. Now, for anyone still watching the stream and hasn't clicked off yet, something that y'all might want to look at is we actually have some Liberator cards so far. Now, if these are just going to be reprinted later on in something else, I don't know. But these are promos that exist. So if you're excited for some Shumon action, you might want to go ahead and pick these guys up, right? Because these were given out at Nats as cards, and they're given out somewhere else right now, right? I feel like. Yeah, so these cards are floating out in the wild somewhere. So if you're really into these, this might be some good stuff to pick up while no one's like maybe super thinking about it. Because yeah, it's more Liberator supports coming. So not only are we going to be getting those the decks, but we're going to be getting a whole set. And then promo cards, you know how promo cards get. A rare mon can be $5 on release, and then $40 2 weeks later. So Juggernaut says DVD movie. Oh, these come in the new this movie, right? I forgot what it was called. The one with Ukamon. They're gonna be cards in that. Oh man, I wonder what the ratios are. Like, do you get one of each per movie you buy? Like, do I gotta buy 6 DVDs or whatever, 8 DVDs, however many? Four? I can count, guys. God, 4 DVDs just to get a playset. Okay, wow, that's uh man. So yeah, you might want to look into picking these cards up. Uh, well, while they're not being thought about too heavily. Whew. Dang. When was EX7? Dang. So much stuff. Right. Yeah, 18 and 19, which yeah, what we saw there when they already did that announcement, and and then yeah, so we know EX7 as well. So golly, that's crazy that they're already like pushing for all these future sets, and it sucks too because right now, like not looking at the future, but right now looking at now, we're in such a dry spell of product with such this massive gap, and then like come summertime, it's just going to be set after set after set after set. Yeah, it's we've always been in this slinky effect, right? So it's like you'll have these big gaps and then it'll cram again, and then we'll have big gaps and then it'll cram again, and it's very frustrating. We've been in it before, and it's frustrating. But having it with combined sets also, that seems extra scary because it's like, oh, here's all this product crammed together. But also, by the way, it's hard to pull the stuff you actually need out of the sets. So Uh, one good thing though, as being in the Digimon circle here, at least we have product, right? All the One Piece players out there suffering on finding product, and then the secondary market just being absolutely horrendous. Like as Digimon players, it's a lot of product, but you know what? You can pretty much always find it available for sale for good prices. So count small blessings, I guess. Oh man. All right. So looking back over at chat, did you watch singles? Are you saying that each DVD only has a single card in it? I hope that is not what you're saying, because I will lose my freaking mind. I went from having to buy 4 DVDs already hating myself to I don't even want to do the math on that one. What is it? Like 4 times 6, so what, 24 DVDs? And if it's random, the chances of getting a playset is still bad. Oh god. Oh yeah, but that doesn't include the vortex, yeah, the liberation stuff. Oh yeah, Ukamon definitely needs it. I think we talked about that in cards to get before BT16. I was actually talking about probably people should really look into selling their foil copies because, like, one, there's the low rarity version that can tide you over, but we're getting the new alternate art high rarity card, so like that middle gray area card is going to be a lot less important or a lot less high rarity. Yeah, yeah, and well, I know that my Walmart they typically keep a good amount, but I know at Christmas time we had like a surge of product, but literally nothing since then. So yeah, it's been what 4 months since we've had a restock. That doesn't bode well at all. Did you watch any news on what topped this weekend? Vaccine Angels won the Ultimate Cup on Saturday. I was very surprised. I think it's the first Vaccine Angel top we've seen in quite some time. Was it? I'll pull up Eggman's site right now. I have now added it to my favorites bar because research all the time, every day, must make YouTube videos. Let's see. Yeah, so it was in cores. Looks like. Yeah, looks like it only did good once recently. Yeah, not a whole lot. Gotcha. So, just a quick look here. Um, Interesting. So, including the rabbit stuff in it, it looks like, as well as yeah, it's what's nice about the yellow vaccine. I think it's probably a reason it did well. It has really good tech stuff, right? So it's got the Cutemon. Your opponent can't reduce Digivolution costs, which helps with the training cards, and it's got the Pillamon players can't play Digimon by effects, which is really popular right now. So yeah, it shuts down Numemon. Well, not doesn't shut down Numemon. It slows Numemon down. It shuts down Leviamon though. So But that was the one that I know that took first. I don't know of what the rest of top 16 look like though. I know there's a lot of red hybrid that was like destroying that tournament though. There was a lot of red hybrid being run. A lot of Mirage too. It was kind of crazy because I think I played 4 Mirage matchups on the live stream. I think that's what it was. Most of my games were all Mirage. Like by the end of it, I was like, all right, I got Mirage down. I know how to play against Mirage now. I've done it enough times in one day. And then yeah, you played Red Hybrid all day until like literally all your losses were to Red Hybrid only, right?
Do you want me to charge it too? Yeah, charge it.
Oh, dang. Yeah.
You say you're mine now. Tell Uncle Steven you're mine now.
Poor Melga players. Oh, and BL Star players.
You don't want to say it?
Right. All right. So where are we at? We got 20 minutes. Let's just kind of let's do some just general market watch stuff then to kind of close this out here. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to put them in chat and we'll go ahead and answer anything. Or if you have questions about cards that might be should we invest in them or not or something like that, hey, go throw it in there for us. And yeah, so it's what you got for me? Yeah, sorry, my family is being really loud in the background. GG.
Stop it, baby. What are you doing?
All right, so some of the stuff we already kind of looked at a little bit, right? So the Liberator stuff, like deep dive in of speculation, cross heart stuff, right? So let's just search Shoutmon, right? That'll get me a million pull-ups.
Hey, Uncle Steven's going. Uncle Steven's leaving. He's gonna go get something to eat. Cause he's hungry.
But they would still be good cards to pick up, though, if you can get them cheap. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Love you too, Steven.
Man.
You go eat and feed your stomach.
Oh, yeah. You mean like I was.
Miss you too.
Shoutmons, right? BT10 Shoutmons that give your stuff rush. Like, I can't imagine a world where they're going to release new cross support and this card not still be good, right? It has a few different printings. It's got its pre-release one. It's got the event pack one. It also has I want to say a pre-release first place one. Here it is, right here. Exceed Apocalypse winner card. That's what I thought. I thought they had a silver background one, but I don't see it here. I mean, granted, there's 2 pages of Shoutmon, so who knows? Oh, yeah, there it is. So, yeah, that one's like super cheap. That one's crazy, crazy cheap. It's at least foil. The ones that aren't foil that have that background are absolute dog doo-doo, though. Let's see. Some other ones. The Cross 2 pre-releases being 88 cents. Like, pick up a playset of that, right? Less than $1 for a pre-release card that's going to be a foil upgrade. I mean, it's not like super amazing or anything, but again, with more cross support coming out, you never know. And like that is such a cheap investment, like an afterthought of a card you could pick up that could potentially do well. Whoa, you just changed your whole freaking voice and got so loud. Oh, the new one? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right, if he's too loud now, let me know and I'll try to adjust him down for you guys. All right. Let's see. Any other? Let's see. We already talked about the front, or not yet. For the Frontier stuff, all the event pack, hybrid stuff might be worth picking up. Those what was it? Cory Kakumon, right? Was like super worthless. They unbanned Tommy, and that card like quintupled in price. Like literally went from $5 to like $25 overnight. So those event packs, and they're really good event packs. Like I had a playset of almost all of it until just recently, and they look so good. Those event packs of those old hybrid cards are really nice. So to be determined there. The Lucymon stuff. Let's pull up some Lucymon action. That card's still sitting at that price. Look, I actually had a couple purchases recently. There is the Chaos Mode from the Premium Binder set, which is actually cheaper than that. That's crazy. Look at that. The original SR, or, Secret Rare. Okay, it's a Secret Rare, but still, though, like they're almost neck and neck on price. And that's a Premium Bandai, like, item right there, right? Look at other Premium Bandai stuff. I'll pull up the most popular one right now, and that is Vmon. Look at this one. This one's $70. That's another Premium Bandai. This was the Royal Knights one, which got people went crazy and bought a bajillion of these. There's a ton of these floating around, and it's still a $70 card. So absolutely, I could expect the Lucymon to do something similar. I don't know what is up with my browser, but and any other kind of support, I'm really kind of curious. Yeah, like we don't know how the deck is gonna play at all. So like any of these old cards, sometimes the old cards aren't even relevant at all, right? So you just kind of get shafted. And like talking about Lord Knight. Lord Knight plays out warrior stuff, but if this new Lord Knightmon is more like the Lucymon kind of support, then that old original one will be, a lot less useful. But then this one here, the on play, you may return one card with Lucymon its name or Royal Knight's trait from your trash to hand. This one might be valuable. So it's dropped a considerable amount. So if this looks like a good time to pick this up because it has plateaued for about a month. So I don't see this card dropping any more than it is. Oh, I mean, it'll get more aces. Absolutely. They're gonna basically turn the entire Lord Nightmon deck as it is right now, and then it's just gonna change into an ace deck. So they're already super cheap to play. Guess what? They're now completely free to play with the reduction in play cost. Well, they can't have a purple deck being good, so what better way to kill demon lords than with Royal Knights? So yeah, the new Lord Knight Dynasmon, they could support both, just like these support both. I do like that though. Like, while yes, I know like having aces in Royal Knights sounds like a bit much because they're that reduced play cost, and then you're gonna reduce the play cost again. So, but I like the diversity. I can run this card in this deck, or I can run it in this deck. It has two different functions, not super generic. Like I don't need it to be on play, grab a purple card or a, whatever. Like it's at least somewhat restricted. But yeah, give me more cards like this that give me usefulness in like two decks at once, not 30 decks at once. Like I don't need, like, as much as I wish Eismon would come back, that card is so generic. It's like, whatever purple deck I'm playing, I'm gonna throw Eismon in, right? So let's limit it at least a little bit more. Right. That's what that whole like debate last week was about on the internet, right? Yeah. Yeah, there was the whole like, well, what if you trash from your breeding area and the ace goes from breeding straight to trash? They were saying like that triggers of the overflow. How does that Omni read that old one? That's what I'm curious about. So you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon or play yeah, blah 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 blah, or play one of each Digimon. Okay, so it plays them directly from the Digivolution source of the breeding area to the field. So I was curious if it was like the Demon Lord one, right, where it's like it blows itself up, they all go to trash and then come back, because that would be bad if for the aces. Kane in chat says. Watch World Knight Aces have a line that says their play cost can't be reduced. That would honestly make a ton of sense. Like honestly, that yeah, that would be a great balance. I think you're right for sure. Because yeah, they can. Because then they're essentially how much they would be with the reduced play cost with the aces. So yeah. Oh man. Uh, Also being level 4, right? That's something we haven't really experienced yet. How does ace timing work if I have a level 4 and I want to blast Evo into a level 5, and then can I also then immediately blast Evo? Am I still in the timing slot that I can blast Evo again into like a level 6? Okay, that's what I was curious. I was like, I feel like it would be the same thing as like if I have two level 4s, can I blast Evo both level 4s into a 5? Which is pretty sure no. So I would think that you wouldn't be able to go 5 then 6. So this Dynasmon ain't cheap though, but it is a 4 of in the Royal Knight, so it makes sense that it's more expensive. Just look at freaking Magnamon. Jeez, I want one so bad. Well, I want to play so bad, but we gotta start somewhere. Why? Right. That'd probably be a good tech card, right? In the mirror match, like how many Gallantmons are you running? Because yeah, both decks popping off and filling their trash like crazy, especially because we expect to see that. Or maybe just that just comes the new Death X or the new Ruin mode, right? You just see it in every deck. It's just Gallantmon, Gallantmon, Gallantmon. So yeah, let's look at Gallantmon. Let's see what those secret rares are looking at. If someone would love to go buy mine, I have it for sale on TCG Player, the alt art right now. Yeah, so 65. He's sitting at a pretty high spot here. Look at that. It dipped down a little bit and then it just went right back up. So could be a really cool tech card for that matchup. But if you don't want to go for the expensive one, of course, there is always the cheaper regular art that's somewhere on this page. There it is. Dang. I thought I thought it was down to 15. Man. For a very brief time, it was down in the teens. But yeah, I mean, it's a good card. It's a really good generic card, especially anytime in a format where, like, really purple decks in general, but we'll leave it to, like, trash decks that rely on filling up trashes become popular, right? If you ever have, like, Beelzemon pop back up again, this card is just a really cool tech include into any deck. Doesn't matter what the color is. So... But yeah, that alt art. Yeah, that one and the... Oh, what is it? The Magnum one. Like, out of just general alt arts from sets, those values have held on hard. I wonder what BL Star's sitting at. Because she has that waifu tax that has just kept her high forever. Now, she's dropped down. Yeah, she's just under 40. So... Yeah. More trashing cards, draw trash kind of stuff. But yeah, so as far as but yeah, as sets go, was that I think it is. I think it's pretty much confirmed. But yeah, the Royal Knight set, the value on this, the alt art, just the boxes seem stupid good still. Like, just going down this whole list here of cards is just value, value, value. It's really hard to kind of flub on a box. How much are boxes? 62. Yeah, like, boxes aren't even that bad. And then when you're pulling, like, even the secret rares, like 24 for Gallant, and then I don't know where the Omni is. I think he's like 10 or something for the regular art. So you could high roll. All right. Any last minute questions or anything like that, or info that anybody wants to throw at us, or if you got anything? We got 3 minutes left before the end of the stream. So, when was it ever good? Yeah. But even then, the OTK strategy wasn't as good as the Greymon OTK strategy. So yeah, I guess that will do it for us here. We'll come back next week if anybody wants us to cover anything special next week. We'll see what we're gonna do. I might throw a poll up, so check back on the YouTube later this week, and I'll have a poll for what we're gonna do next Monday. But yeah, until then, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys got some good info here. Hopefully you don't abuse the market or anything crazy like that. That's usually never the intent. It's more for just kind of personal knowledge and just, making sure you yourself aren't behind the curve. That's how I treat it, at least, is let me just get my own play set for myself and don't have to worry about when the prices go up later. That's kind of how I kind of try to use this knowledge. No, sell the Ukamon. Sell your foil Ukamons, people. We're getting high rarity ones. Yep. Yep. Just tide yourself over with some commons. It'll be fine. Well, just play something else then until then. Oh gosh, yeah. Tentacles everywhere. Can't wait. All right, guys. With that, we'll go ahead and catch y'all on the flip side.